For families with school-age children, the back-to-school shopping experience can be quite an adventure. But some malls are making their customers' shopping experiences easier. Here to explain how, Jesse Tron of the International Council of Shopping Centers. Good morning, Jesse.
Good morning, Mary. Thank you for having me.
It's good to see you. So how are malls embracing technology to enhance the shopping experience? What's the story?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that we're seeing a lot of integration of technology into the physical mall or shopping center to really enhance the overall consumer experience. You're seeing things like free Wi-Fi, and now we're talking about the latest, which is beacon technology, which basically helps communicate directly to a consumer's smartphone to allow them to get the latest and greatest information that the mall has to offer. You know, all of these malls now have these great apps that you can download and find out things like best parking spots that are available, best places to dine when you're within the mall, and even promotions and sales.
Boy, that's a far cry from when we'd go and just stare at the map of the layout of the mall and try to find the corresponding number and where am I? Yeah, it's a different world.
It's far more interactive.
So how does this affect then the trends, what we're seeing now, and then what you might forecast is coming?
Yeah, so how it's affecting trends is that basically consumers are doing a lot of their research ahead of time before they ever get to the mall because of all this technology that we have now literally at our fingertips. So people are doing what's called web rooming. They're going online, doing all of their research, checking inventories, things of that nature, finding out where the store actually is. Then they're coming into the store to make their final purchase so they can actually interact with the item, try it on, touch, feel, etc. Before they make that final purchase. What we're also seeing though is, especially coming up for this back-to-school holiday season, 80% of people said they're going to use their smartphones while they're physically standing in a mall or in a store. That's a huge number. So shopping centers are helping to facilitate that by this free Wi-Fi and things like that to make sure that people have the best possible consumer experience when they're on the properties.
So some of what you're talking about, is it available in our area? We're here in Omaha. I imagine some of these things aren't here yet, but what is?
Yeah, so Westroads Mall in the Omaha market, that's a General Growth Properties. Go online, go to the App Store, find their app. They're doing a bunch of promotions this back-to-school season as well. I think the Join the Club promotion. So make sure you go onto Westroads Mall's website for probably more information on that. So those are some of the things that you can find just in your local area, and a lot of this is happening across the nation as well.
Are you at a point yet, Jesse, of seeing retailers change their business model as these, listen, you know, I mean, a lot of kids now are growing up with tablets and smartphones in their hands at 2 years old. So that next generation of shoppers, are we starting to see that shift with retailers and what they're doing?
Yes, absolutely. We're seeing that now you are making sure as a retailer that your e-commerce and your physical platforms are speaking and connected. When e-commerce first came out, it was a totally different shopping platform from what was physically in the store. Now we know that the majority of people are doing this web rooming, where they're doing all this research online and then coming into the store to make their purchase. So you want to make sure that those two inventories are synced up. So that's the number one way that retailers are really changing to make sure that they are in line with how the consumer is actually shopping.
What's funny, just last night I was looking at tile online and I wanted to see how many square feet of that tile was available in my local store. So what you're saying about the inventory matching, that's exactly what I was up to. So Jesse, give us a website and then we'll let you go.
Yeah, absolutely. Go to thecenterofshopping.com for more information on back to school and just retail and shopping center trends in general. It's a great resource.
Yeah, it's all good stuff. Thank you for your time today. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Mary.
Mike?